We haven't done one of these in a while, have we? Hello and welcome to another Let's Eat Blind video with Neo Rambler, with the colour changing on the camera because I've managed to work out why it was that my camera was showing everything in a blue light when I did my Neo Geo collection. But it seems to want to keep doing it anyway, even after I've tweaked the settings and stuff, so we'll just have to make do. But it looks a little less blue this time. Yeah, it does actually. It's just sort of changing whenever it wants to, because I just sort of said, oh, alright, fair enough, camera, you win. Go and do what you want to do and I'll work with it. And the camera said, yes, I have beaten Neo. And I'm like, damn you, camera. Till one day I earn some money, I can replace you. And the camera's like, what did you say? And I'm like, nope, nothing. Anyway, right, we've got some things to eat. So I've got 4 things to try out. Mostly of American origin, except the first one, which could be considered a worldwide item because it's worldwide renown. Everybody knows about this, and if you don't, you will do now. And the first thing I noticed when I was going on my food trek buying thing in order to make this video was this thing, which at first I was like, eh? And I'm still like, eh? And we won't know any more till we open it up. And it is this. It is a Rubik's chocolate bar. Yep. It says it at the top, Rubik's chocolate bar. Quite difficult to see with the black and white. So if you are finding it difficult to see, it says it in white and black at the bottom. Yep, this is just a milk chocolate bar with a Rubik's design on it. It's got the website address if the camera will focus. It will not, but it says rubiks.com. Take my word for it. Yep, there were loads of these when I bought them. I think I bought them from B&M Bargains. There was a whole shelf dedicated to them, full of the things. They were originally 99p, but they were reduced to 79p, and still nobody was buying them. And you can kind of see why. Because it's basically a cheap chocolate bar with Rubik's on the wrapper. Yeah, because the first thing I think of when I think of Rubik's is cheap chocolate. But there you go. So yeah, that's the first thing we're going to try. So let's have a look at the ingredients. Oh, well, if we can anyway. Bloody hell, that's really difficult to see, isn't it? Good old non-autofocus thing. I do have a focus thing, but it doesn't seem to want to work. Oh god. Right, okay. Well, I can tell you just from the ingredients alone that it is basically cheap chocolate. It's mostly sugar, cocoa butter, whole milk powder, cocoa mass, whey powder, soya lecithin and all that kind of stuff. It's basically just a cheap chocolate bar. I'll be disappointed when I open this up that there is no Rubik's design on the actual chocolate itself. I mean, what would be really cool would be to have the chocolate bar split up into little squares and then have some sort of food colouring or something and just have each square a colour of the Rubik's Cube as you go around. That would make this chocolate bar really awesome. But from the ingredients, which again are difficult to see but take my word for it, there is no colouring in it. It's just going to be a cheap chocolate bar. Right, let's go and have a look then. Let's have a look at it and see how cheap it is. Cheap. For 79p for chocolate though is actually pretty reasonable. Yep, just as I expected, brown in colour with a slightly disturbing grey dot in the middle there. That's interesting. And let's have a look at the design on the front. Yep, as you can see, it's just a cheap chocolate bar. It is actually hard to see, but within the squares of the chocolate itself, there are 4 more squares in between on some of them. It's like an alternating pattern. So, oh yes, this is a Rubik's chocolate bar. Look, we've put squares in the squares, you see, to give you that square effect. Do you know what I mean? Even though they're not really squares, they're actually rectangles. But anyway, yep, there you go. It's a cheap chocolate bar that has no resemblance to a Rubik's Cube whatsoever. In other words, if you just saw this on its own without the wrapper, you would not think Rubik's. So let's give it a try. I don't mind cheap chocolate so much, actually, to be honest with you. Not because that's the only thing I can afford these days, but also it's actually got a unique taste to it. I wonder if this has it. Yep, very sugary. Slight element of cardboard. Barely taste any actual chocolate or cocoa in it. Yep. It's almost like Kinder Egg chocolate, but not quite as nice, because the Kinder Egg chocolate has the nice white layer on it that makes it all sweet and dandy. Yep, that's really cheap chocolate. Oh god. It's quite soft as well. What the hell's in the middle of that? Must be the sugar has risen to the top or something. It is within date. It goes out on April 2017, but yeah, basically there's very little cocoa in it. There's cocoa butter in it, but you don't know how much cocoa is actually in the cocoa butter itself. Yeah, that's basically just The taste I get is sugar and milk mixed up, basically, in a sort of solidifying, melting sort of texture, like you get with cheap chocolate. Yeah. I can't actually taste any chocolate. It's almost like white chocolate, in a way. It really is. This is brown white chocolate. Oh, there you go. That's the first thing then. Rather disappointing. Now, you think that's bad, which I'm sure most of you don't. Most of you will probably be thinking, yep, cheap chocolate's alright, what's wrong with that? This, on the other hand, oh, when I saw this, I had to get it. It was back in B&M again. I knew they were the only place that was selling it, at least where I live, and it was the last box on the shelf. And you can tell it's the last box on the shelf when I show it to you, but as soon as I saw it, I thought, oh yes, we have to bring these back. We've seen these before, but these are of a slightly different flavour. Hostess Banana Twinkies. Artificially flavoured. Oh yes, the Twinkies are back. Yep, I did Twinkies before in a previous Let's Play Blind? Yes, I did a Let's Play Blind of a Let's Eat Blind video. Wonder how that would have gone. Yep, I've tasted Twinkies before, and I have to say I didn't mind them so much, but they were very, very greasy. And mostly, it just tasted of corn syrup. But this one's going to taste of corn syrup and artificial banana, which probably means even more corn syrup. Delightful. But yep, this was the last box on the shelf. It cost $2.99, and you can tell because when I saw it, it was all broken up and stuff. No, I haven't opened this. This was how it was on the shelf. Yeah, it was pretty beat up. So it's probably been there for a while, sat on the shelf. No one's wanted it. There were more than this before. They had these in a dump bin. But I take it they've managed to slowly sell through the stock. But this was the last one. So I don't know if B&M are actually going to resupply these or not. Probably not, because I know they used to supply original Twinkies for a bit. I think I got the last one in the shop on that day. And probably for the rest of B&M's life. So there you go. Artificially flavoured banana Twinkies. Right, let's have a quick look at the ingredients if we can read them again. Nope, I cannot read them at all. I'll have to tell you them off camera. So I can just about read it above the camera. So we've got wheat flour, water, glucose syrup, which is sugar, sugar, which is sugar, glucose fructose syrup, which is a special kind of sugar, shortening, in brackets, soya bean, soya in capital letters for some reason, oil, cottonseed oil, canola oil, beef fat, delicious beef fat, dextrose, egg in capital letters. I think the capital letters represent ingredients that you could be allergic to. Modified cornstarch, which is basically corn starchy sugar. Raising agents, load of E numbers basically. Calcium phosphates, emulsifier, lecithin, mono, diglycerides, fatty acids, polysorbate, glucose, whey powder, milk, glycerin, soybean oil, banana puree, 0.6%. So there is actually banana puree in it. But how much of that is really banana? Probably not very much. Salt, preservatives, sorbic acid, loads of E numbers, artificial colours, and Allura Red and tartrazine. I think those are the colours that they've mentioned. Yep. And of course, xanthan gum. Any ingredients that has a single star on it means it's from a genetically modified source. I don't like genetically modified foods, but it looks like that's what's going to happen in the future. Oh well, I'll be dead soon anyway. May have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. You don't say! They're going to look at this and go, oh my god, please don't give it to me, Mom, Dad, don't, this is not a treat, this is not fruit, this is not what I want, no. You're going to have your Twinkie, son or daughter, and that's that. No! And they get depressed and, you know, mental breakdowns, and they never focus on anything ever again because of the horror that is. The banana Twinkies. So yes, so if you're going to feed these to your children, make sure you blindfold them or something. Maybe tranquilise them as well. Anyway, for allergens, the ingredients in capsule. Yep, just as I said, and that's that. Now, best before end, 31st of October, 2015. Yep, take my word for it. We haven't got long to eat these. So, since it's September now, we're about halfway through it even. We're near it now. Yeah, we are halfway through it now, actually, thinking about it. Oh, Christ. You better get on with these then. So these are going to go out of date. That's a shame, so I couldn't store these for a later date. Oh well, anyway, they look very similar to the Twinkies that I've eaten before in the past. This nice plastic cheap wrapper with Hostess written all over it with a red love heart. Who it's sending that love to, I don't know. It's certainly not me. I think these Twinkies are actually a bit smaller. Looking at it off camera, I don't know. It might be. I think they are a little bit smaller. Who knows? Well, the trouble is I've got to try and open this with one hand. This is going to be difficult. Ah, the power of teeth. Oh yes, good old teeth. Now, come on, finger action. We've been playing video games all these years. You should be pretty good now. Yes, fingers haven't let me down. Good old fingers. Oh god, this is going to be so syrupy, isn't it? Ooh, no, actually. Oh no, I tell a lie. I was misinformed by the surface of the Twinkie. Yeah, probably because of the way it's been stored, it's a little bit drier on the top, but it's certainly very greasy at the bottom. And as you can see, that's where they squirt the artificial cream in. So it's just like before, really. Alright then, well, let's give it a shot then. I just must mention, actually, that I don't really like banana very much. So, not only did I find the Twinkies just about palpable, but I actually don't like banana. God knows what artificial banana is going to taste like. Oh, I can taste the banana straight away. That really hits you hard. No, it dies pretty quickly. I think the banana flavour's in the sponge itself, the sponge cake bit. That's actually not that bad. Very thick, very syrupy. You can taste the sugar in the corn syrup. And the cream is that weird sort of hydrocortisone cream texture again, so that hasn't changed. Yeah, you get the initial oomph of banana, but it goes away very quickly. I think it's in the sponge, or maybe in the oil that covers the cake. There's not much of it. But after that, it just tastes like a regular Twinkie. Yep. There is an aftertaste of artificial banana. You can tell it's artificial banana because it doesn't taste like real banana. Yeah, it's not the cream. The cream itself is the same. Yeah, it's in the sponge and the oil that surrounds it. That's probably where they put the puree in. Might be in the sponge. Okay, that's not too bad actually. Like, you know, if you're a fan of Twinkies and you don't mind banana so much, especially artificial banana, and even if you don't like artificial banana flavour, this isn't too bad. It might be though. That's not bad. It might be though that because it's nearer the end of its shelf life that the banana flavour's lost its potency. So if you can get a fresher box of this, i.e. buy these brand new with a closer sort of, well, not a very close sell-by date, they might be able to taste the banana a bit better. But it is essentially just a regular Twinkie bar with a hint of banana, and that is it. And it's not that bad. So I'm surprised. I thought I was going to really hate that. Well, that was alright. No, it's certainly better than the Rubik's Cube chocolate. Anyway, at least I could taste flavour in it. God almighty. Right then, the next thing is, well, do you remember that video I did? You probably don't, because you probably haven't watched it, but if you have, go and find it on my YouTube channel. But remember that video I did, if you haven't you will now, of Reese's peanut butter. And I was slightly tipsy when I did it, because I was so amazed that Reese's I should say, actually made peanut butter on its own in a jar. I know, right? Reese's peanut butter cups, Reese's peanut sticks, Reese's nut bars and what have you, and all kinds of other Reese's, oh yeah, Reese's milk chocolate bar with peanut butter in it. They actually did their own peanut butter, and I was surprised. And I tried it, and it was rubbish for peanut butter, really. I didn't really like it that much. It wasn't horrible. If you are a fan of peanut butter, I'm sure you'd be able to eat it okay. And, you know, I did. I finished it off pretty much. But I thought for peanut butter, it was pretty low grade, at least in my particular taste. But like I said, it's just my opinion. You know, some of you did say in the comment section that Reese's peanut butter is all right and better than some pat. I think one of you said as well. Not sure about that, but whatever. Each their own. A person called Pink Smoke, or a YouTuber called Pink Smoke, commented and said, yeah, you should try Jif peanut butter, because Jif peanut butter is so much better than Reese's peanut butter. I really like Jif's peanut butter, and I went, might be an idea for a video. Ta-da! Look at that, Jif's extra crunchy peanut butter. Yep, they sell these at Tesco's at the moment. If you go to a Tesco superstore and they have a world food section, they usually have some Americana stuff. Jif's peanut butter is there on the shelf. £4 though for this, so it's quite expensive, but then again I suppose it is because it has to be imported from America, so you know, I think retail price is probably about the same as Sunpat, I guess. But I love the name though, Jif. I mean, we used to have something in Britain called Jif. It was like a household cleaner, like a bathroom cleaner, but they had to change the name to Sif because of Jif lemon juice, I think it was, that challenged the name, so they had to change it to Sif, and now they've got Jif peanut butter, so now Jif lemon juice is going to have to compete with Jif peanut butter, and I can probably tell you now it's going to lose, unless it's under the same family, in which case fair enough. I don't know, you'll have to let me know in the comment section. Is Jif lemon juice and Jif peanut butter the same? Maybe. Anyway, let's have a quick look at it then. So Jif extra crunchy peanut butter, net weight 16 ounces or 454 grams, so that's pretty good jar of peanut butter. That's good. It says here, the #1 choice of choosy mums. Yep, if you're a choosy mom and you want to feed your kids good peanut butter, but you're very choosy about it, this is the one for you. apparently, anyway. Right then, let's have a quick look at the ingredients. What's disappointing there? Well, what I do like about it is the colour scheme. I love the blue top and the sort of red, blue, green labelling, kind of like red, blue, green SCART cables, you know, RGB SCART cables, red, blue, green light. The primary colours of light, not quite the same as the primary colours of paint. Yep, you need to know your physics to understand that one. But point being is that, yeah, I like that sort of colour scheme labelling. It's much better than Reese's Orange. I wonder if it's trademarked, though. I'm going to have to look off the camera a little bit for this, so do bear with me when I have a look. Doesn't seem like so. Expires March 2016, that's alright, so it's a relatively fresh jar of peanut butter. No, I think the colour scheme is not copyright. Take that, Reese's Peanut Butter. This is already better than you because they haven't copyrighted the colour scheme of this bloody jar. Well, not the jar itself. Well, it's made of plastic, really. I don't really call it a jar, but whatever. Point being is they haven't copyrighted the colour blue on the top, and they haven't copyrighted the colour red, blue, and green. And if they have, they haven't said anything about it. So, don't know about you, Jeff, but I'm going to take your word for it. There is no copyright on the colours. Good for you, Jeff. That's 1-0 to you already. Right, let's have a look at the ingredients then. We've got roasted peanuts. We've got... I'm sorry about the terrible focus, by the way. Roasted peanuts, sugar, molasses, hydrogenated rapeseed and soybean oils, emulsifier, mono and diglycerides of fatty acids, salt. So actually, I think that's pretty similar to Reese's Peanut Butter, if I remember. I think there's less... I can't remember if there's any cream in Reese's Peanut Butter, though, because Reese's Peanut Butter said it was creamy, but I'm not sure. But either way, that's the ingredients. So, yeah, typical cheap peanut butter. Produced from genetically modified soybean, product of USA, store in a cool, dry place. Fantastic. Right then, let's see if I can get this open with one hand. This is the true test of man strength. I can't, so I'm going to have to use my legs. Forgive for the crotch shot. Oh god, no, I can't even do that. Oh god. Oh, no. We have success. Ta-da! Even the label proudly says Jif all over it. That's what I like about American packaging. They're not afraid to basically brandish their logos on every part of the product that you're buying. I love it. Now, there is a key difference to this peanut butter from Reese's in that this is extra crunchy, which means it actually has peanuts in it, which, you know, I like extra crunchy peanut butter. I like smooth as well, but I do prefer crunchy. I like to taste the peanuts in it. So it's already got one up, but if I try and remove the peanuts from my mind and see it for how it is, it looks a little more oily than Reese's, I think. But then again, that might be because of the extra peanuts, though. It's not really a particularly appetising colour. Not gonna lie, but that might be due to the molasses and the sugar. So yeah, it doesn't quite look... I don't know, it does look like puke in a jar. No offence, Jeff, but yeah, I think your presentation skills could be a lot better. But then that's just the surface of the peanut butter, though. We actually have to try it itself. So if I hoisting it in my legs again, I do apologise for the terrible crotch shot. Let's get a spoon. Oh god, that's quite a large amount. Oh well, whatever. Oh, well, we can see the peanuts in it. That's pretty good. Yeah, it probably doesn't look that appetising if you're not a fan of peanut butter. I really should have warned you to stay away from this, but oh well, too late. At least you could puke in a jar and then you can sell it as peanut butter. Call it your own name's peanut butter. You might actually make some money out of it. But yeah, I mean, yeah, texture-wise, it's a bit oily, a bit gloopier compared to what we have over here in the UK in terms of sun pattern and what have you. But that doesn't mean it's not going to taste bad. So I'm hoping it tastes good. Pink Smoke says it does, so let's see if you're right, Pink Smoke. Oh god. Initial taste of sugar. The peanuts are lovely. They're lovely and crunchy. A lovely strong peanut flavour. I like that. Again, it's a bit more sugary than normal peanut butter we get in the UK. I say normal peanut butter. How ridiculous am I? The peanut butter we get in the UK has more, I think it has more peanuts in it. Generally it has between 90 and 95% peanuts in it. So it's a bit more saltier and a little bit fattier than this stuff. This stuff's a lot sweeter. But it's got a lovely texture to it. The peanuts are great. And the butter's not bad. Yeah. I think once you get over the initial sugary taste and it lingers on your tongue, after that, I'm now being very unhygienic here, by the way. I do apologise. Try not to eat your peanut butter in this way. Especially, my mum wants to try this later. Luckily, I haven't got any illness, though, thank God. But still, yeah, try and, you know, clean your spoon afterwards, or at least have it on a sandwich, or something normal. But I'm sorry for the crotch shot again. It'll be over in a sec, I promise. Actually, look, this looks really disturbing, doesn't it? I'm going to have to change this. I'm so sorry. I mean, I don't pretend I'm a professional or anything, because I'm not. But Jesus Christ, right. That's actually really nice. No, I'll give you that, Pink Smoke. You're alright. Jif's peanut butter is very, very nice. Yes, get over the initial sweet taste of peanut butter. Oh, it's fallen down on my bed. Oh, well, never mind. That's definitely unhygienic. Oh, well, anyway, point being is I'm stalling. The point being is that, yeah, this is actually alright. I love the extra peanuts in it. They're quite crunchy. I think the peanut... Sorry about that. My camera has a limit as to how long you can film a video segment. It's usually, I think it's 20 minutes. It's either 15 or 20 minutes long that you can film before it stops automatically and processes the video, and you have to do a start again, basically. Sorry about that. But anyway, as I was saying, I think the saltiness of the peanuts combined with the slightly, it's not terribly sweet, but it's sweeter than what I get over here in the UK, but combined with the slightly sweet peanut butter, you get like a sort of salt sugar taste, like a sweet and sour taste. It's alright actually, it's really good, it works quite well. No, I like that, Jif peanut butter. I'm not sure if you're worth £4, but you're definitely worth 3. You know, definitely worth more than Reese's anyway. Oh, I like that. Although you could argue that, again, it's extra crunchy, so, you know, it's not really a fair comparison to Reese's peanut butter, because that's smooth peanut butter. And I'm probably actually going to hazard a guess that if there was a smooth variant of Jif peanut butter, I don't know if there is, there isn't in the UK sadly, but if there was a smooth variant of this, I reckon it would taste very similar to Reese's peanut butter. So it's really the peanuts here that save the day. But because I like extra crunchy peanut butter, well at least extra crunchy in this case, and I like crunchy peanut butter anyway, this is a good winner. So well done, Jif, well done, I liked that. So yes, Pink Smoke, you're quite correct, Jif peanut butter is better, but really only if you like crunchy. If there is a smooth variant, you'll have to let me know, and I'll see if I can get hold of a jar of that, and then we can do a proper fair sort of taste comparison of Reese's and Jif's. But yes, nice peanut butter. Well done, Jif. Right, I'm going to put the top on you before I contaminate you with my bedspread and everything else. Now, the last item we're going to try before we bring this video to a close is something I wasn't planning on doing actually, but I saw it, and these have been in sale at Asda, B&M, quite a few supermarkets, Tesco's as well. But I have never tried one before. And I don't know why, but I've heard so much about them, and I thought, oh, I need to try them, and so I decided to get one at last, and you might have seen it on the edge of the video earlier on, but here it is. The Tootsie Roll. Oh yes. I've never tried one of these before, and they've always pipped my curiosity, because interestingly enough, I think the CEO of the company, or the main guy of the company, along with his wife, I think he actually passed away recently, I'm not 100% sure. I think he has. I can't remember. But he might not have done. I don't know. Don't take my word for it. I think he might have done. I'll have to look it up. Or I'll put like a little edit at the bottom of the video to say if he has or not. But the owner of this and his wife, I think his wife came in a bit later actually, but at least the original owner and creator of Tootsie, or the place that makes Tootsie Rolls in America, has been there all his life and has ran the company his own way. And it's very secretive, or at least it was until recently. I think again because it's been taken over by somebody else. Not necessarily. No, I don't know. I can't remember if he's dead or not. I'm really annoyed now. Either way, the person who owns this has run it since... I don't know if he's run it since 1896, but I think it's been run in the family since 1896. And they've kept everything a closely guarded secret. It's very difficult. I mean, the ingredients are listed on here, but nobody knows how they actually make Tootsie Rolls. And they don't really disclose a lot of figures either, their sales figures either. They're a very private company. I think they probably do disclose their sort of turnover and profit maybe, but I don't think they disclose anything else. But they are very private about how they do things. So it's very, the company filled me with intrigue, but my history's terrible, so you'll have to sort of look it up yourself or check it out your own way. But it always fascinated me, I thought, the people who made Tootsie Roll. But I've never bought one until today. Well, I didn't buy this today, I bought it a few days ago, but we're going to try it today. And that's that. So let's bring this video to a close then, and let's see what the ingredients are. So Tootsie Roll is a chewy candy bar, and it has sugar, good old start, corn syrup, partially hydrogenated soybean oil, condensed skimmed milk, cocoa, whey milk, whey milk, whey is in brackets milk, whey you get from milk, emulsifier, soy lecithin, artificial and natural flavours. I don't really know what to make of this. Let's find out. I've never had a Tootsie Roll before. I've never had anything to do with Tootsie. They do make their packaging extra strong though. Oh yeah, these were out in the war as well. These were like when sugar and chocolate was short during World War II, and I think even World War One as well. Tootsie Rolls were very popular. I don't know if they were popular over here in the UK, but they were in America. Well, I don't think America was in World War One. Oh god, my history's terrible. Don't learn history from me, kid. I feel ashamed about that as well. I really need to go and brush up on my history because it is very fascinating. I've been watching some stuff on the Discovery Channel recently and History Channel. It is absolutely fascinating. When you spend a bit of time watching it, you are. It is brilliant. But this Tootsie packaging is so brilliant, I can't bloody open it up. Come on! Use the power of the Force! God! No! It's beaten me! Join the dark side, Neo. Join the Tootsie side. No! I don't want to. Right, hang on. I'll stop the video, I'll open it up, and then I'll come back. So, see you in a bit. There we go. That took a bit of effort, but there you go. And it's in this really nice strong cardboard tube as well. So yeah, I didn't expect it to be brown, but there is cocoa in it, so I guess that's it. So I guess it's just some sort of like, just very, it's like, well, I wouldn't say it's toffee or anything, but oh my god, it's so smooth. Oh wow, you rub your thumb across the top of it, it's so smooth. Wow, it's actually quite appealing. Ah, don't get freaked out by Tootsie Roll. Ah, what do you mean freaked out by Tootsie Roll? I was trying to get appealing. Don't freak out the people getting... Neo, eat the Tootsie Roll. Alright. I'm gonna. Christ almighty. God, this is so wrong. I apologise. Right then, let's try a bit of Tootsie Roll then. Bottoms up. Well, oh, it's got a bit of stuff in the centre of it. It's sugary. Oh, you can taste the cocoa. Really cheap cocoa. Oh, that's unpleasant. Very chewy. Lots of sugar. I have tasted this before. It tastes similar to licorice. A little bit. Not as strong as licorice though. Licorice is much stronger, but... It's getting there. Yeah, it's got like a very sort of cheap taste of licorice. But it isn't. You just get stuck in your teeth. The aftertaste is getting good. Yeah, okay. It's basically just sugar and sugar, a little bit of milk, fat. You can taste the cocoa, but again, it's quite cheap. That might be the sugar that's cheapening it a bit. It's very chewy all the way to the end. Yeah, don't know what to make of that really. I have tasted it before though. I know I did. When I started eating it and breaking it down, I thought I have actually tasted this before, but I can't put my finger on it. Well, I'm not going to eat all of it though, unfortunately. Yeah. I said it was unpleasant. It's not that unpleasant really, but it's very sugary, very chewy, very smooth. Again, hint of cocoa. Yeah, I'd eat that. Not in large doses though. Maybe that's not. I don't think it is designed to be eaten in large doses really. But yeah, it's like a very cheap sweet. That's it. It's a bit like Cadbury's Eclairs. Like the outer shell, not the chocolatey bit in the centre of it, but that sort of that shell you get. It's that similar taste again. That's why I can taste it. I'm not really a fan of Eclairs. I like the creamy eclairs, like, you know, you sort of bake. I've got cameras going up there. It's like, yes, Neo. It's all very interesting how you like eclairs, but let's just go towards the ceiling. No, get back down here. Yeah, that's all right. It's probably, I think, out of what we tried today, that's a little bit better than the Rubik's chocolate, but only by a bit. All right, well, there you go then. We've had Tootsie Roll in non-focus, Jif peanut butter in non-focus, and blurry Twinkies as well. I think the winner today is Jif, definitely, but not by much. But I like the peanuts and the peanut butter together. It's a nice mixture of flavours. So that is very nice. Surprisingly, the Twinkies was actually all right. I was surprised by that. Then the Tootsie Roll, and then this horrible, disastrous thing that is cheap Rubik's chocolate. Oh well. Anyway, so there you go. There is another Let's Eat Blind video for you in perfect blurry vision. So can I say thank you very much for watching. If you have done, please take it easy, have a good one. Apologies for the lack of videos recently. I've just been really, really busy. I'm trying to get one in a night, but I sometimes finish too late and I can't because everybody else is going to bed. I do live in a household of 6, so there is a lot of us living here at the moment, and we all tend to get up early in the morning and all finish early in the evening, so it's difficult to do a video because sound carries a lot through this house. Not the best of houses, but there you go. It's what it is, and I'm not going to complain too much. But yeah, so I shall try and get out another video later, but until then, take it easy, have a good one, and I hope to see you in the next video with less blur. Alright, I know this video's been going on long enough, but I had to do it. Rubik's chocolate with peanut butter with an element of Twinkie bar and Tootsie covered in more peanut butter. This is going to go down really badly, and I'm probably going to regurgitate this up pretty quickly. But I had to do it, so let's give it a bash. Oh god, what have I done? What's my eyes come to? Oh, overload, hemorrhaging. Diabetes, I hear you calling, knocking on my door with a scythe, because you borrowed it from death, because you forgot your rake. Oh. 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 That was alright.